Pam has been questioned, that there was a shooting at her house, that there's a third party, a victim in the case, whose name I haven't shared with Russ. That Pam, in making statements and cooperating with the investigation, has made some type of an implication that she had a theory that Russ was potentially involved in hiring someone to kill her, and that's about it.
If
You got some cards here.
thanks.
Track of all the players.
That's the exchange of cards.
I don't have a card.
Oh, you're gonna have to leave then.
You're the guest star. Well,
Damn.
Matt and Mike and I will know who you are.
Yep.
All right, well, I appreciate you coming up here. Obviously, this is voluntary. If any time you guys want to leave, just say the word and we'll escort you back down there.
We'll do.
It's a little bit of a maze, but we'll get you down there. Thanks. I just had some things we wanted to talk to you about. Obviously, there's been some information released to the media,
Mm-hmm.
and my understanding is that you guys had reached out to the prosecutor's office to cooperate with us or come up here and answer questions,
Mhm.
and that's great. I wanted to start with, what have you heard in the media, or what do you know about the case so far?
Well,
I would say the most of his information will come from us.
Okay.
I think he's reviewed the, but
Yeah, and what Chris Hayes has reported on the news.
Okay, yeah, I know there's news and then there's social media and all those sort of things, so, okay.
Most of what I've heard has come from Joel, or like I
Okay.
said, what I've seen on Fox 2.
And Joe, what information did you guys get that you would have relayed to him?
all right. So I think we would have said, well, what I told him is we're aware, generally speaking, that Pam has been questioned, that there was a shooting at her house, that there's a third party, a victim in the case, whose name I haven't shared with Russ. That Pam, in making statements and cooperating with the investigation, has made some type of an implication that she had a theory that Russ was potentially involved in hiring someone to kill her, and that's about it.
Okay. So if I show you this picture, does that person look familiar to you at all? Do you recognize him from anywhere?
Not at all,
Not at all? Okay.
other than the news. And
Have you seen his picture on
Have
the
you seen that
news?
picture at all?
I think some people posted it on Facebook actually the last couple days.
Okay, but not familiar at all?
Not that particular picture, but another one.
Okay. And this picture here looks similar to what you've seen on the,
Yes.
okay. And he's not familiar at all? Anyone you know, does he seem familiar to anyone that you know, this guy?
Nobody I know of said anything that he looked familiar at all, no.
Okay.
So nobody in your group has indicated that they've ever seen this guy or had any dealings with him or anything like that?
Not at all, no.
Can you tell me, do you own any silver four-door vehicles, or do you drive any silver four-door type of passenger vehicle?
I don't have any access to a vehicle like that. My car is a charcoal gray Jeep.
Charcoal gray Jeep.
Yeah, it's very dark gray. Most people would even call it almost black.
Okay. What kind of Jeep?
It's a Jeep Wrangler.
Okay.
It's got a lift. It's a very recognizable car. If you saw it, you'd know it. It's out here in the parking lot. It's got big bumpers, big
Okay.
tires. You know, it's
Gotcha.
Is it
more
a
of a
hard
wonder
top
kind.
or a rag top?
It's got a hard top on it right now.
Okay.
I've never put the rag top on it.
All right. And you don't have any access or to a silver four-door vehicle?
Nope.
Okay. And where do you live at?
I live in Lake St. Louis.
And what would the address be?
It's 120 Sunglow Drive.
Okay. And is that your home or your parents' home?
It's my parents' home.
And your parents, who are they?
Lucy and Richard Faria,
Okay. And so do they you live with them or
and my sister Rachel. Yes.
your sister Rachel? Okay. With that house, well, let me ask you this. Has anyone ever, your mother, has anyone ever referred to her as Mom Faria or Mama Faria?
No, I have maybe one close friend that will call her mom, but won't call her Mom Faria. He just calls her mom
Okay.
because we've known each other since second grade. But other than that, nobody refers to her as that at all. No.
And what is that person's name?
Chad Bommershine.
Chad Bommershine?
Mm-hmm.
And do you know anyone named Stevie?
No, I have a friend named Steve and a cousin named Steve, but they've never been referred to as Stevie at all.
Okay. And
Russ, just answer their questions. Do you know someone named Stevie? No.
Okay.
Everybody knows a Steve,
Right.
but they've asked you a different question than that. Do you know a person that goes by the name of Stevie? No.
No.
all right. And going back to the house at 120 Sunglow, is there a wood pile anywhere outside of the house?
A wood pile? No.
Yeah. No wood pile at all? What, was there ever a wood pile?
Maybe like some cut up tree branches, you know, that we were disposing of, but
Again, Russ, if you've never seen a wood pile, just answer the question no. Don't speculate or put
You know what,
tree branches.
I tell you what, with something like this, anything that comes to his mind, we just soon have in there, as opposed to yes and no's. And this will all make sense. He'll explain all this, and this will all make sense. And again, you know, we appreciate you coming down. This is, you know,
My idea of why we're here is to try to cooperate to some extent.
Mhm.
Not to go through a series of 300 questions where we're fishing. To give a DNA sample, to give a handwriting sample, and to deny any contact, to make a statement helping to assist your case in denying a statement, denying that he hired anybody to do any harm to Pam.
Mhm.
It was kind of basic and kind of compact. Where you guys are going is you're asking a bunch of questions that we have no information regarding. So I'm looking to try and simplify this cooperation process
sure, I understand.
by advising my client appropriately on how I think we're best apt to cooperate with you guys.
I understand that.
Okay. In that then, so as far as providing a DNA sample or a buccal sample, you're good with that?
Yep,
Fingerprints, was that talked about or not?
we're glad to do it.
Okay, and then the handwriting exemplar,
We're glad to do it.
okay. Well, with the handwriting exemplar, let me,
And again, guys, if Russ wants to step out and you guys want to have a conversation with me about wood piles and home addresses and Stevie's,
I would like to do
I'm
that.
glad to do that too.
Absolutely.
And I'll reconsider my position to try to,
Okay, that's
glad to do
probably
that.
be easier that way.
Sounds good. Why don't you step out for 2
yeah,
seconds?
I'll walk down here and get a drink of water.
Sounds good.
well, let me see if there's someone that can, what you
Yeah.
want to scares me.
Okay. You can just stand out with your back against the door too.
Well, I can do that too, either way.
Mr. Faria, what I was gonna do next is I was gonna show you a copy of a note and see if you recognize that handwriting or recognize anything about that note,
You can go ahead and read it if you can.
if you can.
If you don't understand part of it, it's difficult to read at times.
The first question they have to ask you is, did you write it?
No.
Okay.
Did you recognize the handwriting at all?
No, it's messy.
Okay. And you know, after having read this, do you have any involvement in this incident that occurred at Pam Hubb's house?
No.
You didn't hire anybody to go try to harm her? No?
No.
Okay. And you're not, are you aware of anyone that would have done this?
No.
All right.
There was a reason why he asked earlier about Stevie.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know if there's anybody, you see where it is here? This is almost like a to-do list
Yeah.
for the incident. And Stevie, the reason we brought that up is there anybody that you know that Pamela might know that she would call him Stevie or anything like that?
No.
Okay. And is there anybody, now, your mother's name, your friends know your mom's first name.
Yes.
And do they call her by the first name or do they call her mom? You said there's only one guy that calls her
There's
mom?
only one friend that calls her mom. Most everybody calls her by her first name, or they call her Mrs. Faria.
Okay. So when he says Mom Faria's house and the wood pile and everything, would that be anybody that you would know would even phrase something like that?
No. Not at all.
Okay.
Okay. We also want to get a DNA sample through the buccal swab. I have that kit here. What we have is a consent to do
I'm gonna
that
let you do that. I'll be right back.
form. Okay. Did you want to look that over?
Sure.
And then where it says other, I was going to put fingerprints.
No problem.
Okay. And Mr. Free, on this form, I'll just put an X where you would need to fill in your portion of it, and then I'll fill in this. Kind of lost track of the date.
22.
Easy to do.
You got time?
We are at 12:30.
All right, if you have any questions, I should put it. Those are two things that we would like to get a sample of. Buccal sample just means I'm going to swab the inside of your mouth for DNA, and then the fingerprints, someone is going to have the electronically get your fingerprints.
Okay. What's your name there? Signature there? Print the whole address.
I guess I got initial these.
The other thing they want to ask you about, but I'm not going to let you answer it until you and I can talk in my office, is they want to ask you what you were doing on 2 specific days. But I want to talk to you about that before we answer. And then I'm going to call the detective back and you're going to come into the office this week. And we'll supplement this interview by likely giving them that information. Okay? But I didn't want to hear about it for the first time. When you give it, I want to sit down and talk to you about it.
Okay.
Okay.
And likewise, if we have any questions or something else comes up, just contact you.
Yep, and I'll give you, on my card, you'll have my
Okay.
email address, so you can
Super.
hit me with a bunch of your,
Okay.
the things that we forgot about.
It's just as simple, it's kind of a cotton bed swab.
Mhm.
Just grab it, swab in.
I'll do it for you. Thank you. The other side of your mouth. Thank you. And then I will get a notebook for the
Can I have one,
handwriting,
please?
the handwriting sample. I will just have you write.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Would you call Debbie Toretti and see if you can push my appointment from 1:30 back to 2? Yeah, I'm running late. Yes, it should be. Yeah, it should be on the outside of the file. Thank you. Sorry.
No problem. Let me go, I have a notepad up there, let me go get that, and then I will just have you, how I was foresee this going is that I will just dictate a portion of the note, and then if you can write it down with your, starting with your right hand, just, we'll write that 10 times, and then we'll switch to the left hand and write that 10 times, and then that should be sufficient.
Okay.
And then the last thing we would do on the way out is to do the fingerprints, and then I think that covers everything.
Sounds good.
Okay, I'll be right back with you.
So I want you to call me later on today.
Okay.
I want to see, go back and look at a calendar, the date that,
On those 2 days.
yeah, the day the gentleman was shot was the 16th.
Mm-hmm.
They also want to know where you were on August the 10th. I can tell you where I was on the 16th or August the 10th, so I don't want them hearing it for the first time when you're trying to figure out what you were doing at relevant times. I want you to go
Yeah,
back.
without looking at the calendar, I really couldn't do anything other than you say 16th was the day the guy was shot. I know what I was doing because Joel and I talked about that. But
Okay.
I was at home and
With who?
my mom and sister were there. And I had took a shower and my mom and sister was getting ready to go to the store. And I got out of the shower and I was sitting on the couch. And my dad works up here at Schnucks. And somebody he works with lives 2 doors down from Pam Hub. And called him and told him what was going on over there before it ever hit the news. So he called me and talked to me. I was at home when he called me and talked to me. And right after that, I was on the phone with Mary Jo, who was downstairs. And we had a lengthy conversation. That was all
Who's
between,
Mary Jo?
she's my cousin downstairs.
She lives at this house too.
No, she lives at her house over here in O'Fallon, but after I got off the phone with my father, I was texting Joel and I texted Mary and she called me. And so I had a lengthy conversation with her and then one with Joel too.
They call your cell phone or your home or
My
landline?
cell phone, that's the only phone I use.
Okay. So you, on the 6th, what time did all this happen, around noon?
I wanna say it was probably
Okay.
between 12:30 and 1 o'clock when my father called me.
Let's not have a lengthy conversation in this room.
Right,
There's a
that's what I
camera
was
sticking
kinda
out.
thinking.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say between 12:30 and 1 when my father called me.
And you were sleeping, and then woke up.
Well, no, I was taking a shower and just got
Well,
done.
but you don't shower for 4 hours, so that morning,
Right.
you woke up, got out of bed at what time?
Probably 9 o'clock. If I had to guess, I normally wake up between 8 and 9, so sit around, have coffee, breakfast, normal stuff.
Yeah, but we got 4 hours to come up with here. We'll talk about when we leave here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you wake up at 8 and this guy got shot around noon, then we have 4 hours,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're saying that your mom and your sister were there all morning and you were there all morning?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What are you doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
Yeah, if you wanna come into the office and we wanna set up a time to call this guy tomorrow,
Yeah, we can do that.
because I wanna find out from you today what you were doing on the 10th. I
Mm-hmm.
want you to go back and look at it, and maybe call the guy tomorrow.
What time do you want me to come in?
We'll check out his schedule, see what he's got going on.
Okay. I was planning on leaving for a fishing trip on Wednesday, but I think I'm gonna be canceling that.
Why?
Well, if something goes down with her, I wanna watch. A friend of mine's brother just committed suicide this weekend. There's gonna be a funeral, so
Sorry.
I have to stay in town for that, so that'll make me available for other things too, obviously.
Yeah, don't let this slow you down.
No, well, Joel called me on Thursday, I'm like, I'm at the lake. Unless it's absolutely necessary for me to be here on Friday, I'm gonna stay at the lake. And he understood that, you know.
Here's the notepad I'm going to use, and what I will do is, I was gonna read out loud this to you and then,
Whatever you hear, right.
yes.
Okay.
And I was just gonna do this first one here and this one here.
Sounds good.
Should be sufficient. All right. Stevie, follow, Hup. 1, 2, or I'm sorry, hold on. The way this is written, it's
Next
across
line.
here. So the next line, on the next line, 1, 2, 6, 0. Little, brave. Next line. Blonde, older, and short.
So you're kind of printing. Is that how you normally write?
Yeah, Don't.
Do you write in cursive, or, I mean, I'm not
Not
trying to.
very often unless I'm signing my name.
Okay.
Okay.
If you want me to, I can.
I would say write it how you normally write.
That's how I normally write.
All right, if you could skip 2 lines and the next get hup in car in garage. Next line. Take to bank. Get Russ money. Next line. Should be 800 to 180,000. 180,000. All right, and then we'll take this page and then do and then the same thing again. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Stevie, follow up. New line, 1260, Little Brave. Next line, blonde, older, and short. And then skip 2 lines, get hup in car in garage. New line. Take to bank. Get Russ money. Should be, sorry, new line. 800 to 180 000. All right. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Stevie, follow Hup. New line, 1260, Little Brave. New line, blonde, older, and short. Skip 2 lines, get Hup in car. In garage. New line, take to bank. Get Russ money. New line, should be 800. To 180,000. Ready? Stevie, follow Hup. One, 260, Little Brave. New line, blonde, older, and short. And then skip 2 lines, get Hup in car. In garage. New line, take to bank, get Russ money. New line should be 800 to 180,000. We're at 5. Are you able to do any more? Or?
Guys, I gotta go.
I guess that's
I'm
enough.
not going to force you to do any more than you're able to do.
Yeah, I mean, if,
Okay.
if he's gonna do another 5, we'll be glad to come back.
Okay.
And we can also call you tomorrow with some specifics on 810 and 816, and he's
Okay.
glad to get the fingerprints today.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't know it was gonna.
That's fine.
Gonna be here that long.
Let me, I think the guy that's going to do the fingerprints is right outside. Let me,
And I don't need to be here. I trust.
his fingerprints.
Yeah, I trust you
Okay.
guys won't ask him any more questions. What time do you want us to call you tomorrow? Do you have availability in the morning?
Good question. The number on this card that I gave you, if you can call, you can call me just whenever you're ready in the morning.
Yeah, I think-
If I don't answer, if you call the general number, it will give you options, or Detective Bureau is one of those options, just press that and it will give you the general, someone will answer if I can.
No problem. I'll be real punctual, so if you'll be in my office at 9:30, we will call you by 10 o'clock tomorrow morning
Okay, that'll work.
with that number. And you're good. They're not gonna ask you any more questions.
Okay.
And cooperate with the fingerprinting, and I will see you at 9:30 tomorrow.
All right. See you then, sir.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Good to see you again.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Why don't you have a seat? And,
Okay.
that way you don't have to run around, just stand here. You not get out of here? Okay.
He's gonna get stuck. I said he's gonna get stuck. He's gonna do the fingerprints.
Yes.
Yes, because you gotta get stuck in that.
All right.
How's it going, sir?
Pretty good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Yourself?
Not too bad.
Let's see here. Sucker plugged into here, man. Well, good thing to be.
Right.
Fine motor skill there, huh? All right. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll be right here. Okay. Your name's Russ? I'm Rick Patton.
Nice to meet you, Rick.
Yeah, you too. All righty. Here we go. All right. And I'm gonna have to, also I have to have you stand because I got a little bit of cord issue there. So I'm gonna swing around on your right hand side. You have any problems with your knuckles? Any broken joints, knuckles, anything like that? Any
No, I
bad
just
scars from work or anything?
No, just
Okay, let me grab my gloves real quick here, and then I'll be right back with you. Yeah, I always like to ask guys that work with their hands a lot of times if sometimes they get their fingers jammed or something doing construction, or they squash them in between two bricks or something, so. just
no, I
making
just
sure I'm
have
not-
screwy fingers anyway. So.
Gotcha, okay. Just making sure I'm not getting a hold of somebody's finger that's got something bad, so, alrighty. All right, we're gonna start with your right hand here, Russ, okay?
Okay.
Your right thumb, okay, just kind of stay nice and relaxed for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while since I used the old school machine here, kind of relax it just a tad bit for
Okay.
me there, bro. There we go, alright. Here. Put this over on the end of the table here for a little bit here. Let's see. I'll be honest with you, I'm probably gonna do 2 sets here just to
That's
make
fine.
sure they're all okay here, so. And we're gonna do the best we can to switch spots. I know this cord, I tell you what, I know this cord's kind of,
move over here.
yeah, I know this cord's kind of in the way here, but
I'll try and be as accommodating as I
yeah.
can. Let's say that.
Yeah, I hear you, man, I appreciate it, yeah. I did. Wasn't hard, he was stuck in the door. Yes, like I said, I haven't did the old school ones in a while, so. I'm gonna do 2 sets, Matt, just to make sure that I haven't used this one in a while. Kind of relax that one just a hair. Or is that one of your ones?
That's one of my screwy ones.
I got you. Okay.
Runs in the family.
Yeah. Okay. End up having to redo a couple of these. Okay, then your left forefingers right like that. Okay, let's do the thumb. Okay. Okay, and then the right, same way. Okay, just here now. Here. Okay. And go right here. Okay, now you can kind of relax just a little bit for me there. Get this in here and get it here, and we'll see what it looks like here. Go ahead and just get another thing started here. Let's see here. Just in case.
Yep.
They're safe and sorry, I suppose, here. I'm gonna do the. Go ahead and I'm gonna switch your spots again there, Russ.
Alrighty.
We're gonna end up having to. About got our dance card full already here.
Yeah.
On this cord here, don't we?
We're gonna get dinner and drinks later, or what?
Well, you know, yeah. Yeah, I have the condition, I believe it's called 2 left feet when I dance, so, yeah.
That's why I try not to dance.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'll just stand over in the corner and tap my foot. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, and I don't even know if I could keep the rhythm doing that or not some days, so. Once again.
Swap again.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Same way here. I'm gonna get this on the edge, get a little bit of fresher ink here, so. Let me see. I'm gonna knock this thing off the table because I really don't want to pay for it.
Yeah, that wouldn't be too good, huh?
Yeah, that would probably be not good. So. Okay, and then I do the left 4 fingers again. What we're gonna try and do, you got big hands, I'm gonna try and get all 4 of them in that little box here. It's kind of tight, so here we go. Okay, and then
Just
right
wait.
4, yeah, switch around here. And we'll switch from here, I'm gonna do the same thing here. There we go. Okay, and then the thumb here. Alright, okay, good deal. You can relax there for a little bit and we'll see how we're doing here. I'll see if I can get something for you to wipe your hands off on, so. Ooh. Grab my glasses real quick and get my cheaters on here. How long that thing takes to cook there, so.
That'd be nice if it had a buzzer or something, huh?
Yeah. Let's see what we're doing here. Yeah, let's get let's go back here. All right. All I know is I'm not the one that broke this. Probably gonna get blamed for it, so yeah, that's all right. There we go. That's a little bit better now. Yeah, man. Yeah, the hinge just broke off the back there, ain't it? So.
Oh, a little super glue would be all right.
Yeah. I'll probably end up gluing it to my person here. Okay, let's see here. All right, Russ, I'm gonna have you sign both of these here.
Okay.
And right there, signature or first and fingerprint. Just sign that top box there for me, please.
All right.
And I'm gonna do that with the other one too, so. Just gotta wait for that little light to go off, so. Kind of stuffy in here.
Yeah, a little bit. Got too much air moving around.
Yeah.
Deal with that?
Yeah, just, I did 2 sets just to make sure. There's a couple of, let's see, these old school ones are not very good, so. All right, Russ, same thing right there. Same fingerprinted, and I'll go, talk to the boss here real quick and make sure, so. You care if I leave this in here for just a quick second if he needs me to redo them again, or, so.
Make sure those are sufficient, then we'll be out here.
Sounds good to me.
Need anything? I don't know what you have to offer, water.
No, I'll be all right. I'm just
Okay.
gonna wash my hands
Oh,
in the
okay.
bathroom on the way up.
We may have some kind of wipes around here.
All right.
Alrighty. All right, I'm gonna get this out of your way here before one of us trips over it, namely me. So.
That would not be a good thing.
Knowing my luck, so yeah. Alrighty. I just gotta get it back downstairs without dropping it on the steps. Yeah, in the bathroom, yeah. It's probably just got a little bit of red on it, but nothing. I'll put it in